You like that? This is a whole different setup. It feels a lot.
That could be
different.
like, oh, let me put my mic up.
I know. Still fine tuning.
Where I need it to be. Oh yeah, voicemail. Leave it to voicemail.
Yeah, make sure you have all audio off. Who's calling you?
Fucking customer.
Oh, you're still working?
Always, bro. Always.
You can see here my ice. I just love like playing with my new camera toys, and you're always like the guinea pig of everything. I'm like, whatever it is, like I got a new mic. Let's test it out. Nobody's gonna fucking watch this shit.
3 cameras.
Yeah,
So, are we starting off already?
I think so.
Welcome back
Episode
to
2.
our First Friends podcast. This came out of the blue. We were like, let's just talk about some stuff. Because why not? Everyone's doing it. We want to be those people, right?
Yeah, I want to.
So welcome back to First Friends.
There you go.
Episode 2. You may have seen episode 1. Potato cast. We're moving on. How have you been, Ryan?
Honestly, I don't think anybody watched that first episode.
Dude,
I got 33 views on
have you checked recently?
like last week. 33 views total, but it's kind of cool. Like, I think we only told like 3 people. What? Ruffing, Ivan,
Chris,
Striker, yeah, and that's it. And then that ended up being like 33 viewers.
Yeah, see?
So what happens?
That's all it takes?
Yeah.
Just need to spark something up.
What? What are we gonna talk about? That we have like no topics. We had all these lists of things like I want to talk about Kirkland. Let's talk about headlines. Like.
Yeah, we got everything from A to B. First off, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. It's because I was at North Carolina. It was our cousin Sloane's graduation. She graduated in environmental science, some nerd stuff, like she's a tree hugger. But it was kind of rad because I don't know if it's rad is the right word, but very interesting because the commencement speaker for Duke was Jerry Seinfeld, a Jewish actor from New York, which he is very proud of, but because
A lot of actors are Jewish.
Yeah.
I think
Hollywood.
I think all of them are.
Yeah, I don't know any actors that aren't Jewish. I don't know. That sounds totally ignorant and naive, but whatever. Who's gonna watch this and
No
correct me?
one.
No one. But
Canceled already.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Shit. Demonetized. No, we were never gonna make money, but that'd be cool. Yeah.
A boy can dream.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, Jerry Seinfeld. He was saying his commencement speech, very funny. He had like this 15-minute like stand-up, like basically routine, saying it's okay to be mediocre. Don't be one of those overachievers and you think you have life all planned out, because reality you don't. And if you do, you're a piece of shit because nothing is exciting for you. Not
What?
knowing what's happening in life is exciting. That's part of life.
True.
Not knowing.
True.
And if everything's planned out every day of your life, you're boring and I don't want to be your friend. I'm like, all right. I mean, of course, hard work and all their cliche kind of stuff, but I thought it was very interesting how he was not the typical, like, do your best. Hard work will pay off. No, it was very refreshing. Anyways, but during his speech, a lot of Palestine supporters walked out right in the middle of it, and
Because he's Jewish?
because it's not because he's necessarily Jewish, but he says that he supports Israel, and that pissed off a lot of people. So he's not like necessarily declining anything. So it wasn't the worst thing, but it was very interesting seeing Duke compared to USC. Duke, one thing that I feel like you would have really enjoyed, Durham, North Carolina. It's like one of those small towns.
Manhandle that thing.
I know, right? I'm just gonna
Get it set up.
extension on my dick. Anyways, one of the things is the Durham Bowl. Like everybody was like this was a gang sign.
Well,
Yeah. Like,
or is
so
that just like a college thing?
I think it was the Durham thing. So whenever you see kids doing this, that's a Durham bull, and I'm doing that throughout the entire trip.
And someone wants to fight you?
No, no. Everybody was very cool. Everybody was really polite. That Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Oh,
But
for sure.
it's a small town, and there's like it's one of those like one bar towns,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to the bar called Shooters.
Is that the one that you were like in the club? That
Yeah, I felt young again, and Anna got drunk, and she was like, "I'm back, baby!" And she got all hyped, even though she only drank.
Do you feel young again? Because usually when I'm in a place like that or surrounded by young people, I feel really old.
I did feel old. Like I probably felt young for like 10 minutes, and then the music selection out there was trash.
Like what?
Oh my god! I swear they were like just playing some Spotify playlist. Like
Today's
like
today's pop culture.
That's what I call music. Like
now,
yeah.
Now 140.
Yeah. So I feel like the DJ didn't necessarily feel out the room, which I don't know, but it was wild seeing everybody like just shoulder to shoulder. I'm pretty sure I probably caught COVID there. Like if there's a place, you catch it there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming over today
Yeah. Sorry.
and bringing all your cameras, and your new mics.
Yeah. Speaking
for
of
us
music,
to test out.
how's Coachella?
Coachella was awesome. It was fun, just like it is every year. Got to see what?
Do you feel old going to Coachella yet?
No,
Dude,
like there's older people out there that party harder than a lot of young people.
Okay.
Like wildly, like old dudes with their shirts off, like dancing around like crazy. Yeah.
Is that gonna be you?
I don't think so. The amount of walking you do in a day, I think you walk around roughly like 8 miles probably in a day.
That's my fault.
Yeah, like it's just a lot of walking. So after the first day, your feet are sore. You don't want to go. Then you go again, and then you're sore because you walk so much. Whatever, and you dance and you're partying and having fun. But I got to see
Sober?
Like drinking? No. Wait, what do you mean?
Could you go to Coachella sober? Like no alcohol.
Probably, but what's the fun in that?
Right.
Got to see No Doubt, which was awesome.
Why is that special?
Just my sister grew up listening to No Doubt, so I always remember No Doubt always playing in the house, and it was cool. So
How's Gwen looking? Is she looking good?
I think she's like 50 something, and she's looking
Still smoke show?
Yeah. Oh, I think like I'd never had a crush on her back in the day, but now I think she's even more hotter. I don't know. Whatever.
It's crazy to just see all these people aging with grace. I feel like I am not that.
Yeah, no, me either. I'm like shriveling up. But I did get told I looked like I was 26 the other day, so that was cool. I was like, yeah.
I know over there in North Carolina, I got carded a couple of times. So I'm like, oh, bless your heart, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know the last time I got carded, but I don't know the last time I went out to drink or buy alcohol besides Black Plague.
When I went to Shooters, feeling old and hanging out with a couple of other dads, and just seeing these kids, straight up kids. I'm like, you guys look like babies. And they're like, you're not even grown into your body yet. I'm not necessarily checking them out or whatever, because it was weird because supposedly this bar has this deal with a university, and they look the other way when it comes to underage drinking. And so they're like, all right, we won't bother you, just don't bother the police.
How does everybody know about that? And how how does police not know about that? Or
I'm
anything?
sure they do. They just look the other way. And that's wild, because they're all they do is mark your hand with an X if you're underage. And they're like,
but they still go up and order a drink.
They order a drink, and they're like, Yeah, all I had to do was wash it off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It was like, oh, I licked it off. It's like, okay.
It makes sense. Everybody probably's doing it.
That's how you get COVID too.
Lick it off your
Just
hand.
licking off other people's marking. You don't know what that marker's touched. Ow.
True. Somebody that wipes their butt like this, the back of their hand. In recent news, Indiana has deemed. Let's see. I think I have this pulled up actually, for this specific purpose. Here it is. Indiana judge rules tacos and burritos are in fact sandwiches. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Mixed feelings. I definitely don't. To me, a sandwich is meat between two breads.
It has to be meat.
Not necessarily meat, but substance. Some kind of substance.
Peanut
between,
butter and jelly is a sandwich.
Yeah. But protein, whatever. Something of substance.
There's veggie
between
sandwiches. Vegetarians, man. They have veggie sandwiches.
I don't respect people like that.
Whoa, dude.
They don't respect their body.
Noelle doesn't eat meat.
Are you sure?
And you just said you don't respect her.
What? She don't eat your meat?
Don't worry, she won't watch this.
And I won't either. It's like, our girlfriends don't care about us.
We're safe. Or this is like the one time you're like, we post it and they just happen to see it or something, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna watch this for fun."
Oh, what's this? The wong?
Whoops, we didn't. We should edit some things out. I think like technical difficulties and the other things we said about some people. We're talking about that Indiana deemed burritos and tacos sandwiches.
If it was Supreme Court, like, all right, this is all America, but this is Indiana. Not all sandwiches are tacos or burritos. I'm still ruled by that.
A sandwich is not a burrito.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, let me go back. A sandwich isn't a taco and burrito, in my opinion.
It's not.
But based on India. But, like, why
Based
should I
on
listen to Indiana? What does Indiana know about tacos and burritos?
I don't even know where Indiana is.
Bro, exactly. Like,
where is Indiana?
Midwest, Indiana Pacers, somewhere near.
Oh, they do have a basketball team, so I guess they're not.
Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark. You ever heard about her?
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the topic. If it was like a California judge, I'd be like, I'd respect it a lot more. That'd put a lot more weight into it. But knowing the fact that it's Indiana, who, like, their closest burrito is Taco Bell.
Do you think? I've never been to Indiana, so
Me neither. I'm just saying, that sounds like white people shit. Like, that has no weight.
Yeah,
no
it's because
weight.
they don't want people to open up burrito and taco places next to their sandwich shops.
That sounds racist as fuck.
I mean, I don't know if that's
you support
real.
Racism?
No, but I'm just saying I don't know if that's
sounds like
real.
You are.
I don't. I'm not the racist. Fred's the racist. You should hear what he says about the Chinese.
That's your people.
Chris will only get that joke. Maybe some other people, but other people don't watch it.
No. But if you are a new viewer, we appreciate you.
Yeah, don't be yelling out racial things. That's crazy, Ryan. You know me.
Yeah, all my life.
First friends. That's the reason why we just started this, dude.
First friends. We need to work on that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry.
Edit that part out. Burritos and tacos are a sandwich. Then I just had a sandwich for lunch.
A Taco Bell sandwich?
Straight up.
But we're not in Indiana, so I don't think their rules apply to us.
I
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Because I really like to go to, a nice Mexican restaurant, get a nice California burrito sometimes.
But, hey, what happened to those three, speaking of Mexico, those three Americans?
Oh, no.
Did you read about that?
Yeah, I did.
That's like, they got, like, some junkie followed them because they wanted their tires.
Mm-hmm.
And they decided to kill them and bury them in a well for some tires?
Yeah, and did you hear there was another body in that well? And the the Mexican police said that body has been there for a while.
What like
Like,
they saw it
they
and
know-
they're like,
yeah.
oh, I'll get it next time.
Yeah, no, that's
The trash
sad.
isn't full yet.
Isn't that where like you would go to in Mexico? Didn't you go there?
Yeah, but K38 and things like that, and super populated with tourism. But I think these guys went almost in the middle of nowhere and got followed.
Yeah.
And so not
They were
necessarily the
camping
safest. Yeah,
on like some side of the road, or because they were
not even,
surfers.
like deep in like middle of nowhere, kind of like nowhere, nobody was around, and so they got followed and got killed and chopped up, and
That's sad.
straight up like bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, going to Mexico is dangerous now, I guess.
Ugh, that's just sad. Just sad.
Way to bring down the mood, Ryan. Now you got to edit this part out too. I'm glad I don't know how to edit. Or I mean, I know how, but I'm glad I don't do it.
You're gonna learn how to edit.
I'm gonna.
One of these days, you're
Oh,
gonna...
my hand just cramped up, dude. I can't even hold this mouse. You're gonna have to do this for me.
Soon AI is gonna take over everything.
Yeah,
So.
you're just gonna be like, all right, edit this video so that all the stuff we talk about that's dumb is gone, and then all the good parts are still there. And then it's gonna come back, and there's gonna be just nothing because there's gonna be no good parts.
What's the T2?
Yeah, Terminator.
Terminator 2. And the kid, he's like watching people becoming friends with AI.
Oh. And he's probably like, don't do it. Or maybe he is happy about it because the Terminator protected him. I don't know.
I don't know.
Will AI protect us? Or will AI turn against us? Whose side are you on, Kendrick or Drake's?
Are people allowed to be on Drake's? I feel like that's a very unpopular opinion right now. Like, if you do, you're like considered like soft,
I mean,
uneducated. Like, you don't know better.
I've never thought of Drake as a rapper.
He's a rapper, I think so.
But like, I've never like, if when I think of like rappers, he would never be like, I'd never be, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably never say his name. If someone's like, what's the top rappers in your opinion or whatever?
He's definitely a rapper, but
He-
like he's
he
pop.
wouldn't-
He's too pop. He's not. He
Yeah,
doesn't represent.
He
the
bring the
hood.
melodies.
Yeah, like what was it? Somebody was it Most Def? He was like, "Oh yeah, you listen to Drake when you're shopping." You know. Yeah.
They just pop them on at Target.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I
Pushing
mean?
your cart, bobbing your head.
Makes you want to buy stuff.
Yeah.
But he's not the conscience of hip hop, or he doesn't represent the streets. I'm not saying I do. It's not like I know.
You represent the streets of Kirkland.
Yeah. I'm a different person. Like I love Kirkland so much. It's sad.
Kirkland comes out with anything, you're buying it.
Yeah.
Shoes,
Yeah.
hats, gloves. I'm sure you got underwear.
Actually, no, everything but underwear. I got my sweats, my socks. If you see Puma socks, that's Kirkland. Oh, you know
What
what,
do you
else
mean?
I heard?
Kirkland bought Puma.
Well, that Kirkland always sells like bulk everything. They
Yeah.
don't just sell Kirkland stuff, or Costco doesn't sell just Kirkland stuff. They sell a lot of things by bulk, and one of them is Puma. So if you ever see like Puma socks, I guarantee they're from Costco.
But people could go to Puma too and buy socks.
Sure. But if they're a good consumer, they'd get it at Kirkland or at Costco because that's a smart thing to do.
Nah.
That's,
You know what we should have talked about was the that Dodgers and Padres series back last weekend. That's what we should have talked about. But I know you probably didn't want to.
Shohei's doing. He's balling out still.
Yeah, but you guys lost.
So you could lose games. Not everything's a winner. You have to play 162 games or 64. I don't even know. There's a lot of games.
Is it 100? Yeah, there is 100.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, and then the Padres are not like a team to take lightly.
Suck right now.
You guys lost to the Rockies.
Yeah, swept.
Got swept by the Rockies, like convincingly.
Yeah.
Like you guys couldn't find bats.
It was 8-0.
Yeah.
The last game, I believe, or 6-0, something like that. I don't know.
And then
it's
just
it's,
the other week when
it's
going
embarrassing.
against the Padres or against the Dodgers, you're able to shut down
Yeah, it
the
doesn't
Padres or the
doesn't make
Dodgers.
sense. Does not make sense. But what are you gonna do?
It's rough to be a Padre fan.
It is ups and downs.
Speaking of San Diego sports, same with Chargers. Are you still a Charger fan?
I have not been a Charger fan ever since they left San Diego.
Who's your team then?
I don't really have a team. I kind of just root for players.
Who's your player then?
Always Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Where's he at now?
Houston
Okay.
Texans. I like the Bills. Josh Allen's tight.
No, he's not.
Whatever. Suit yourself. I root for the Vikings too, just because my family's from Minnesota.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't like the Chargers. They can do whatever. Yeah. What about you?
Kind of like you, I go for the players as well. But you know where a lot of the players I cheer for?
USC players.
Yeah, USC, fight on.
A lot of the players I root for are on my fantasy football team.
Makes sense. And I had to quit fantasy football team just because it stressed me out.
Yeah, I don't care about it anymore. But
Yeah.
I still do it.
But because it's money.
No, it's most of the time you're losing money.
Yeah.
But
But
I mean, unless I won a year or two ago, I think.
Who'd you lose to?
Oh shit! Yeah, I lost to Kurt this
Why is
past
that?
year because Kurt lives his life on
He has nothing else better to do.
fantasy football, dude.
Is
Dude
he gonna watch this?
Dude talks about fantasy football right after it ends, and starts planning our draft.
Is he one of those people that's part of his personality? I'm a big fantasy football guy.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, but he just.
Some people are like that.
Good for him. He's won a lot of championships, so whatever. We all hate on him for it, but he knows he's the best. We all give him shit.
How can you use
His
fantasy?
His mom drafts his fantasy football teams.
No,
That's what we say.
It's like people doing March Madness, trying to be
Yeah.
able to pick out the best bracket, and later on you found out a girl who picked the best looking colors.
Oh yeah, based on their name or whatever, and then they won.
wins it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, that's kind of how I bet on horses. Whichever one has a cool name.
right, that Del Mar. I still call it Del Mar races. Is that what's still called?
Yeah.
Because I know the Del Mar Fair is happening, which is now called the San Diego County Fair, right?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Was it called that last year too?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah, you can't call it Del Mar Fair, or you're just dating yourself.
I'll still call it the Del Mar Fair. I've
Right.
lived here my whole life. I could do whatever the hell I want.
You know what pissed people off, and I'm going to say it right now, was the Oceanside Fire.
Oh, what pissed people off?
The Oceanside Fire that had, at the end of the pier, I kept on saying, oh, Old Ruby's was burnt. And they're like, no, it's Brine House or something like that.
Was it not Ruby's anymore?
Ruby's got burnt, but yeah, I think there's a little shack or a little snack shack out there, and people are like, no, it's called the Brine, whatever. I don't even care. It's because it's been a couple weeks, but people were pissed at me, show some respect. I'm like, fuck you.
Ruby's did burn down.
It did, but
So what are they mad
shut
about?
the fuck up, nigga. But it was the Brine. Look it up.
I'll look it up.
Look.
You got a computer right in front of you. Use the computer. That's what it's for. Where's the producer at? He's supposed to be able to pull this shit up. Ivan, you're supposed to be remoted in. You're supposed to pull these on screen. Brine.
Brine box.
Okay, so what happened? Did that burn down too?
Yeah, I think it's one of those. It's gonna piss people off. I don't care. I don't know anything about it because it's been a while since I've been to Oceanside.
And again, no one watches this, so we'll be fine.
The sad reality of we're just talking to ourselves and just recording it for nobody.
It's fun.
I enjoy it. I feel cool.
I feel cool.
I feel cool. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I think that's
Do you
what
feel
that's
good?
what
Does it make you feel good?
I feel like it also helps.
Here's the thing: we get to talk about things to each other because we don't see each other that much.
Yeah.
And we've literally been friends since I was 4 years old, and so literally our whole lives. Why it's called First Friends. For those that don't know, we'll throw a photo on the screen just so that people can actually see. And yeah, it's fun to be able to just chat and do dumb things, and that camera says something.
People were pissed off at Brian Box because we had a little staycation out in Oceanside to celebrate my wife's 10-year solo practice at AC Howard Law. So as she was hanging out with her friends at poolside, she's just seeing this fire. And the whole time, she's like, oh no, the old Rubies is on fire. It was, but everybody kept on correcting her. Brian Box is on fire.
Okay, so what is Brian Box? Because
I fucking don't know. I don't care.
I need to know.
Okay.
Like, why is, like, I've known Rubies to always be there, but what's this Brian Box? Is it like the tackle shop? Oh, is it just a tackle shop that's there?
I guess so. And they
Like
have
you-
sandwiches and stuff like that. I don't know. There's just a little food place at the end of it. And it was still working, and I think that's what caused the fire.
That's what caused the fire?
Well,
Do they know what caused the fire?
I
thought it was mostly Rubies, or was
Rubies
it not?
was completely, like,
Fine.
gone. Like, nobody,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So didn't it start in Rubies?
No, I think
Because I saw some
started
videos.
underneath the Brian Box and then spread to Rubies.
Where's Brian Box compared to Rubies? Like, how close
Like right
are
next to it. Like, seriously, like, you know, Rubies on the right of it, on the end of, it's like before it, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I still call it Rubies. I'm gonna call crypto Staples. Like, there's certain things you shouldn't change the name.
Unless somebody else buys it out.
No.
Like Crypto.com Arena.
I'm refused.
Where the Los Angeles Kings play. Thanks for a good season.
That was disappointing.
Yeah, whatever. On next season, dude.
It's always like that.
No, what do you mean?
It's been.
I mean, it is always like that unless you win. But then it's on to next season after you win too. Every team's like that. They're like, all right, we just won it. Now let's go win it again.
One thing I wanted to talk about before following USC players, I get a lot of slack for liking Caleb Williams. Are you familiar with him?
Is he the wide receiver?
No, Caleb Williams is the quarterback for the Bears. He was the first overall pick to the Bears, and I get multiple people just like, look how gay he is. He's soft. He shouldn't be playing football.
Why?
Because he paints his nails and he's like really into fashion.
I feel like I saw that.
And so he gets a lot of like flack for that kind of stuff. And I love it. I honestly love it because I think it's important that like people
express yourself.
Yeah, be comfortable in your own skin. I think it's also good for the league and just to have somebody else, you know, like instead of this whole alpha macho.
Yeah, because like football players have to be tough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Caleb isn't tough because I think he totally is. Like, he's totally skilled. I hope I'm able to revisit this conversation and be like, fuck you guys, told you. I feel like this whole thing's like a rant and just me being angry.
He's gonna have his middle finger painted of a middle finger, flipping people off. Told you I could do it.
I told you. It's all the haters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the things I always love hearing people say is like, if you don't have haters,
you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that saying.
You have to have haters. Haters fuel the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop it right there. Edit that out. Yeah, it's like at the Tom Brady roast when the guy was like, "Don't say that shit again."
I heard that was real. Like there was.
I mean, it could have been.
You know, like watching the Andrew Schultz stand up, or he has his own podcast, and he was talking about reviewing the whole Tom Brady roast, and he was like, "Oh, it was so fun, and like people had great sets," and he straight up said, like, "Yeah, there were a couple topics we were not allowed to talk about. One of them was the whole happy ending massage with Kraft, and you're not allowed to talk about his kids." And you know, it's like nobody talked about him kissing his kids on the lips or stuff like that. You know, like nobody. But everything else was for free for all. And then who was that? Jeff Ross, who started a first comedian right off the bat. And
do you want a massage?
Yeah. And he was like, knock that shit off. You know, like
he said, don't ever say that shit again.
Yeah. And it's just, it sucks, but kind of funny that Tom Brady, he was like, yeah, I kind of regret doing that. Did you hear about that?
He regrets doing
he
the roast.
regret doing that because he said it hurt his kids.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, his kids are old. Like they.
Why did they hurt? Why did it hurt his kids? Just because of what they said about his
That was
their
mom, dad. You know, like didn't necessarily paint him in the best of light, even though he is a goat in his own way. You know,
hate him, whatever, because he's the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Tom Brady. Tom Brady could do that.
I'm glad he was retired. I hated Patriot fans.
He'll probably come out. He'll come back.
Yeah, but then he's becoming an announcer for is it NBC?
I don't know.
And because he's becoming an announcer and he's getting paid millions, his partner, who's been doing it for years, getting paid like double-digit million figures, had to receive a pay cut because Tom's joining the broadcast.
Wow.
How would you feel if somebody came into your job and then you had to take a cut?
What the fuck? Tom already got enough money.
Yeah, right? You don't need any more.
That's wild.
You have everything that you need besides a family, you know.
Besides your family.
Yeah.
Because that's
besides happiness, you know.
Yeah. Besides a supermodel wife, because she's gone.
Yeah. And I heard she was pissed too.
Probably. But when you do the roast, like you're signing up to be roasted. Whatever. You signed up for it.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for him at all.
Me either.
But
why would you feel bad for somebody who has everything besides a family? Again?
I mean, I want to say he was a good sport about it.
I think so. Besides, don't say that shit again. You're the best decision I've ever made. Or I'm the best decision this organization's ever made. Would you like a massage?
Jeff Ross is king. I love him.
Yeah, Jeff Ross is great. And Nikki Glacier.
Yeah.
Always kills it.
Best set. But yeah, Andrew Schultz had a really good. I just loved how he's just making fun of all his other comedians. Cause I didn't know, was that the lesbian chick? The black lesbian chick? I don't know her name.
Yeah, I don't. Was it Sonia? No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Jay.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll watch her stuff.
Yeah,
I just have to say her because I forget. Sorry, I'm not familiar with her pronouns.
Whatever.
Canceled.
Already. That happened at the beginning of this episode. Well.
Anyways, let me know what happened to your first wrestling match. Was it your first wrestling match?
I mean, I like my first one to watch, I think. Yeah, I don't think I've been to like a professional one.
Yeah.
But that was shout out Uncle Dave, the Monster Man. Yeah, it was his first pro wrestling event, and Ivan and I went to this little warehouse and watched him wrestle Tortuga.
Like the turtle?
Turtle, dude. Dressed up like a turtle. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, they put on a full show. It's like WWE, like microphone. Like after the match, Dave was in the main event, and at the end of the match, Dave loses. Tortuga keeps his belt, and then one of the other guys that already had a match comes out and like cheap shots the Tortuga guy because he's the champ, and then like gets out of the ring and then grabs the mic and is like, June 28th or whatever, me and you were going at it for the belt, and it was full on like real show.
That's awesome.
Like they have entry music and everything. It was funny. It was funny because like there's guys that are supposed to be like the bad guy, the heel, and then like you just boo the crap out of him, and then he's like, "What?" You're like, "You suck." And they're just like, "Shut up." Ivan was booing the crap out of Dave. It was hilarious. Everyone was there for Dave, and so they would be like, "Monster Man, Monster Man." So every time they would go, "Monster Man," Ivan would go, "Sucks." Ivan pretty much lost his voice from booing so hard. It was great.
That's awesome.
It was packed too.
Is it weird to see him in that level? Like, I know you don't necessarily see Uncle Dave like on a regular, but like through social media.
Well, he's always wanted to do that wrestling stuff.
Isn't it rad to see people chasing their dreams?
Oh, hell yeah.
And succeeding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like us right here,
I
sitting down on
know.
this couch.
Who knew? Dreams.
Dreams. So dumb. Oh, that camera went off. Anyway,
We're down to one camera.
I'm glad you guys were here for this. Next time we're going to be focused in on specificities.
Yes. I think this is more of a test run, dry run on just setting up and the studio. Hopefully the lighting looks good and we look good.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all next time from First Friends.
First Friends.
I'm Nick.
I'm Ryan.
And we're out.
Yeah, I gotta put a shower head later.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah,
I went to Home Depot.
Home improvements are always fun.
Yo, you know what's weird? I went to Home Depot, and as I was leaving,
The one over here?
no, the one off College,
Oh.
off the 78, just because I was already on the 78, and there was this Escalade that stopped and tried to ask for like ayuda or whatever,
A what?
or ayuda or help, from all the Mexicans.
Oh.
And next, I see like 6
just
Mexican workers just chasing down this thing, like, oh, I could work here or something like that. I'm like, damn.
I see them every morning.
Yeah. You say hi.
Right down, right. Like I go to work, I go down Santa Fe, and when I turn right on Melrose, there's like a street right there, and they all wait right there, and they like all park their cars and they all wait on the corner. Sometimes they sell those frutas.
Yeah, from the back of their truck.
Yeah, no, they have full on stand
Oh,
right there,
shit.
not just from the back of their truck. They have a full on stand with an umbrella and everything. Looks like you're at the carnival. All they need's a game, and then you can whatever. It's like those. I don't know what they are. It's a bunch of fruit.
You should order it next time.
I'd have to pull over and talk to somebody, and that doesn't seem like something I'd want to do.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Can I just order it through an app?
Exactly. I don't call to order pizza. The least amount of person-to-person interaction, the better for me.
And so you don't get COVID, right?
Which is crazy, too, because I have to go into customers' houses and stuff all the time, and I'm great with customers.
I feel like that's different, though. Like social interactions versus like work and business interactions. You're like, all right, grinding. I'm like, I have no benefit from getting this juice from you. I don't know.
True.
I have daily stresses like Wordle.
Yes, that's always stressful.
That's
You
super
better get
stressful.
it in 6 tries, otherwise you fucking fail.
And your day's fucked.
Your day's fucked, and then if you had a streak going, that's ruined.
Yeah. There's too much on the line. And my fragile ego is not made for Wordle.
Yeah. I hear you.
Fuck you, Ivan.
Yeah. F you, Ivan.
All right, I'll see you next time.
See ya on
Thank
the
you,
next
Ivan,
one.
for listening and watching. You're like our only.
Thank you to everybody who's going to
Listener.
watch and listen.
Let's name. Let's see. Striker, Ivan, Ruffing. Not our girlfriends or wives.
Because we don't want them to.
Joni. Can't
No,
forget Joni.
We don't need Joni to watch. We don't want Joni to watch this.
He has better things to do.
Or she'll just have some strange
All right,
comments.
we need if you put your name down, we'll shout you out next time.
Comment.
Like that matters.
Comment. Yeah, put it in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe.
No, don't waste your time.
And we're gonna have some different types of content coming very soon.
Quality content.
Quality content, new content, extreme content. You're gonna want to be here.
It'll probably happen in another 3 months from now.
Nope, it's gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen soon. This is only episode 2.
It took 2 months from the last one.
I mean, we were busy. We got lives.
Yeah.
But now, we're on it.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
I'll see you.
Peace.